What's going on, guys? I'm Simple Simon. Welcome to episode 50 of the New 50 New. It's 50 episodes in and I am still here doing it. Who would have thought? So on today's video, I'm going to show you some cover buys. Now, for those of you who watch my videos who aren't into comic books, first of all, what are you doing? A cover buy is basically exactly what it sounds like. It's a comic book that you purchased purely based on the cover, and you have no real intentions of reading that book. You just really love the art. And some collectors would think of that as just like, what the hell are you doing? Like my mate Greyman from the UK, he thinks it's insane to buy a book and not read it. Because like I said, there's lots of different types of comic book readers. You've got the readers who will never buy multiple copies of anything. They're not into variants, they just want to read the stories. And you've got the collector who's really into collecting things that are valuable, or first appearance books, or collect art and things like that. And then you obviously got the people who are both. I find a lot of people that are collectors are usually both. They will read too. I can't say I know too many collectors that just collect comic books and know nothing about them. So yeah, I'm going to show you a stack of books that I got here. There's nothing exciting in here. It's just a bunch of books that I've put aside because I've purely bought them for the cover. So I will show you these books and we'll try to smash through it because there's quite a few. So let's do this. I guess I just want to explain the reason I do cover buys is because I've always loved art. I really respect artists and I love looking at people who are really talented at their art. I wish I was talented at drawing and things like that, but I'm not. But yeah, I've always admired art, and obviously I'm a collector as well. So if I see a piece of art that I love and it's on a book, I'm gonna purchase that just for that art. Now, one thing I don't do, like if I see, for example, I'm not a huge X-Men person. I know a lot of you just got offended. X-Men. If I see like a really fire X-Men cover, I'm not gonna pick that up. It'd have to be really good for me to pick it up, but just, yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up just for the sake of picking it up. It would have to normally mean something for me. In saying that, there's probably a few books in here that I bought and I have no interest in that either, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's start off easy. This is just, I believe, a standard cover. Harley Quinn, issue 69, dude. I haven't really given it a crack, but all the other Harley Quinn stuff I read, I just find in her solo stuff, she's very silly, which is fine. If I'm in a silly mood or I feel like reading about a silly story, I'll read Harley Quinn, but I don't really pick this up on the regular. But when I saw this cover, yeah, I was a big fan of it. And yeah, I mean, look, I like crazy girls, I like burgers. I'm gonna pick up a Crazy Girl burger. So yeah, that's a Harley Quinn issue 69. Another Harley Quinn one. I picked this one up because I'd never seen this cover. I think this is a variant, but I really dug the concept of this. Now, this definitely looks like a Frank Cho cover. If you guys watch Comic Gories, they did the couple Gories the other night, and they had the Love at First Sight category. This is what I would have picked for Love at First Sight. Everyone would have picked like a couple, right? But this is Harley Quinn, Love at First Sight with her Suicide Squad costume. I just saw this cover and I thought that was really clever. So I picked this up and it was cheap. So yeah, I thought I'd pick that up. I think that's very, very cool. I'm not huge on Frank Cho's Harley Quinn, but I think that's a very clever cover. Okay, so this one is interesting in many ways. So as I said, I'm not gonna pick up the book if it has no meaning for me or I have no attachment to the character. Mark at Big City Comics said, "Do you want this?" And I was like, yes, I want this. It is Mercy issue 1, and that is the Art Germ variant. Look at that, she is beautiful. Now, the reason I picked it up was because I was like, man, that is a stunning cover. But here's another thing. Even though I said that cover buys, I have no intention of reading pretty much most of these books, I would potentially read Mercy. In fact, I think I'm going to read Mercy. I've heard a lot of good things about this book. So I actually think I'm probably gonna actually read this. So maybe this shouldn't have been in this video, but I thought I'd show you anyway, because look at that. It is a stunning, stunning cover. All right, this one here, Midnight Suns. I saw this in like a back issues at this toy shop that we have here called Lobo's. And I just thought this is a sick cover. And I don't know a lot about Ghost Rider because I haven't actually read much about him, but this is Midnight Suns Unlimited, issue 1. I just thought that's a badass cover. Now here's another thing. This is another issue 1. Now I believe this is, I think, a mini series, Midnight Suns Unlimited. I'm not positive. Let me know in the comments if you know. But being an issue 1 again, I actually might get around to reading this one day because it's an issue 1. For me, when I pick up a cover buy, there's a lot of covers that I would books I would potentially read if I bought the cover, but because I'm a noob and I'm a bit of a completist, I feel like it's weird for me to pick up, like if I pick up a variant cover for Aquaman, for example, issue 57, you know, I feel like it's weird if I just read that one book without reading the issues that came before it. So that's just my opinion. I guess I don't know if all comic book readers are like that, but just for me, it just seems like a weird thing for me to just to pick up a book that's in the middle of this story and to read that. It just makes no sense to me. Speaking of Aquaman, this is from the New 52 Future's End. Again, this is before my time, even though it was probably only yesterday to all you comic book heads. This is a one-shot, okay? This is a lenticular cover. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it work, but it's got Mera on there. And her trident kind of moves around. She has different poses as you move it. I don't know if that worked, but yeah, I just thought that was cool. Again, an issue 1, so I may actually get around to reading this one day. A lot of my cover buys I put straight into my red boxes because I know I'm not going to read it. But there's some stuff that hey Alexa, turn on the lights. Yeah, some of these books that I may have potential to read, I'll put it in my unread box because yeah, so something like this, I'm not going to put it in my read box, I'm going to put it in my unread box because I would potentially read issue 1. Yeah, so you probably know I collect Mera books, yeah? So that's another variant there. I'm not sure if that's maybe a Josh Middleton or something, but Josh Middleton, he does some awesome, amazing covers, and he's done some of the best Mera covers that exist. And I just can't get my hands on them because they're so expensive. They're not super expensive for the book, but just getting them posted from America, it's just like, I end up paying 4 times more for the book to deliver it. So, but I picked that up because I was like, oh, Mera, babin'. Batman issue 14 from Rebirth. I really dig this cover. Again, I saw this and it was dirt cheap because I don't think anyone else feels it's special, but I really love that cover. Look at that. The bat and the cat, and just her outfit as well. It's very, and just, I really dig that image. So yeah, I had to pick that up. I absolutely love that. I don't even know who this character is. At least Mercy, it was like, well, it's the beginning of a new story, but this is like, I don't know who this is, but this is Black Panther and the Agents of Wakanda, issue 6. And can anybody tell me why I picked up this cover? I like goth babes. Goth babes. Look at her. I don't know who that is, but if you know who that is, let me know. Yeah, I picked that book up just because I was like, oh, look at that. She's a pretty cool looking goth babe. Now this one, I've shown this book off in Poor Man's Comic Gurus. This was the death cover that I used for the death category, which is the Action Comics, 894. It is the first appearance of Death in the DC universe. So obviously Death is from the Sandman universe. And you know what, it's weird, I love Death so much, but I haven't actually read Sandman. Don't hurt me. I've read Death Stories from Neil Gaiman, but I've never read Sandman. So it is on the cards. I definitely want to get around to reading that. Now, even though this is an issue 1, I will never read this. This is the Art Germ variant for The Amazing Mary Jane, the Cypress Hill comic book. I have no interest in reading about Mary Jane, unless it was a Cypress Hill comic. Yeah, so yeah, that's the Art Germ variant. Ooh, now I recently revealed in an Instagram exclusive comic haul video, I'm into bondage covers. So I saw this, again, I don't read Ghost Spider with Spider-Gwen, but I saw the cover, Spider-Gwen's all tied up, and I'm like, I like that cover. So I picked that up. I think that's pretty cool. A little Ghost Spider cover. It's issue number 5. This is another one I think I showed off in that Instagram exclusive comic haul. I've wanted this cover for a long time, and I'm so happy that I picked it up because I got it for $8. Justice League issue 12, you know me. I like Kiss covers, and I also like bondage covers. Look at Superman, all tied up by Wonder Woman. That's a fantastic cover. I really, sorry, glare. I really dig that image. I've had my eye on that for a long time, and to be able to grab it for $8, I'm very happy with that purchase. It's a Jim Lee. I didn't even pick up on that until just then. It's a Jim Lee. Look at that beauty. Yeah. Now this is Detective Comics issue 1003 and 1004. They're the joining variant covers. Now, if that ain't amazing, check that out. The entire Bat family is there. Got Zatanna. Am I doing it right? No, there we go. Oh, look at that. It is just absolutely amazing. This art is just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Oh, beautiful Catwoman, Nightwing. Everyone's on it. Who's that? Who's that guy? I don't know who that is. That's not Red Hood, because Red Hood's over here. But I'm so happy with this purchase. Like, yeah, it's such a great cover. I should get them framed together. Now, this one here I saw on Tim the Comic Collector when he did his Nightwing haul video where he showed off all his Nightwing books. He had this in there, and I was like, I need that cover. And I literally went out the next day and I acquired it. Again, it wasn't expensive. It was just sitting in the back issues for maybe $6 or $8. It is Nightwing issue 55. So when these books were coming out, that was before I actually started buying all the variants. I very rarely used to buy both copies of the book, the standard and the variant. It just all of a sudden became a thing. The first book I ever bought, where I bought the cover and the variant, was Batman Damned issue 1. Because I was so pumped for that book, I was just like, I'm gonna buy both. It took me a long time to actually start doing the variant cover buys. I always prefer the standard, because to me I feel like that's the cover that it's supposed to be. Just you end up seeing so many amazing variants, I can't help but want them, you know what I mean? That is a really great cover. The Red Hood everyone hates is the one I love. Wonder Woman 752. Again, I haven't really read any Wonder Woman books, I don't think, on their own. I do have the 750 issue, but I just was all about this variant. Look at that. I really dig that image. Really sweet looking picture. So yeah, I had to pick that one up. Actually, I'll show you that one first. I remember this cover coming out. I didn't buy it just because, like, I wasn't gonna buy a book just for the cover back then, right? So this is Deadpool issue 5. I remember it's early days of when I first met Mark at Big City Comics. He's like, oh, you like Gwenpool? Do you want this? And I was like, nah, because I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read just a random issue 5 of Deadpool. And look at me now. I was on eBay looking for it, and then I clicked on one, which was the cheapest. And I was like, oh, Big City Comics. So I just called Mark and said, put this aside for me. So that is the Gwenpool Battle Lions variant. And on that same day, I purchased this as well, which is the Black Widow Battle Lions variant for issue number 5 of Black Widow. That costume does things to me. I didn't know this one existed. This is Black Cat this is the variant to Amazing Spider-Man issue 21. Look at that. Look at that, who did that? Art by Sujin Jo. But that is a beautiful Black Cat image. I love that. Look at it one more time. From Thor issue 13, Battle Lions variant. Again, now there's another Thor Battle Lions that I've seen, and it is also amazing, but Mark didn't have that one, and I hopefully will acquire that one day. But yeah, this is issue 13 from Thor. I'm guessing from before Donny Cates took over. Now the last couple I'll show you, I showed these again in my Instagram haul recently, where my friend was like, that video was very pervy. I was like, hey, it's all in good fun, alright? This is Wonder Woman issue 9, the book that exposed my weirdness. I just saw that cover and I was like, yes, I will take that. Now the last ones I'll show you are my boy Red Hood. New 52, again, it was before my time, hence the New 50 Noob. But I love these covers. I'm gonna eventually pick up the Red Hood New 52, I think, in trade and read it, because being my favorite character, I should probably know more about him. So this is issue 32. It's an absolutely stunning cover. Look at that. On the beach, hot car, hot girl, and hot boys, I guess. And then the last one is again from the New 52, issue 18. Again, I just think that image is so badass. So I was like, yep, that is a cover buy for me. But yeah, I will eventually get around to reading New 52 once I get through the 300 other books I have not read. And that is my cover buys that I have to show you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe now, and let me know some of your favorite cover buys or covers in general. I'd love to I'd love to hear what you guys what you guys have, because I love checking out books too, because if you got something that I want, there's a good chance that I'll have it by the next day. So yeah, thanks for watching. Keep it simple. Boom, boom, boom.